Welcome to the Inspirational Corner with me, your host, Stylisha Bolton, as we encourage you here to live bold, live loud, and live authentically without apology. Welcome to another episode, everyone. And if this is your first time listening in, don't be shy. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. And you can also catch the Inspirational Corner podcast on Spotify. So with that said, everyone, I just have a real quick message on today, and this thought came up, so I really wanted to share it and record it and just get it out. It's not a full-blown episode. It's just really a quick message. And so if you think of a title for this, what I'm about to talk about, I would say the title is Stop Settling for Breadcrumbs. So often in life, we will settle for what other people give us, or we'll just settle for what society tells us what we deserve. And I can truly say this week, I was presented with some things that came up unexpectedly. And I, left and went on a road trip, and some things came up unexpectedly. And it's so funny because sometimes we are put in positions or things are presented to us that we never know what's going to happen in that atmosphere or during that time, I can say. And after coming back from the road trip, just to settle down and relax, a lot of things just kind of flowed through my head. And the thought that came to my head today was stop settling for breadcrumbs. And we have so many options in life, but we don't know and don't realize our options is because we're so fixated, obsessed, or focused on this little mediocre breadcrumb type of life or type of idea, whether it's in a relationship. You may feel like, I want to be with that person. That is the only person that want to be with me. And you're not truly seeing all your options or keeping your options open for something even better. Or you may live somewhere that really doesn't serve you. You're not happy where you live, but you're still settling for that particular place. And you are trying to make the best out of it. You're growing and constantly evolving, but you're still unhappy. And so it's so funny, in these last couple of months or coming into this year, I have been faced with certain challenges, but I don't think my challenges have been anything bad. It's just been for me to face the things that I need to face and really get clear on what I desire and not feel ashamed or water down the things that I truly desire in my life, and understanding that I am worthy and deserving of all the things that I desire. And I may not be able to have all the things that I desire all at the same moment, but I can still live the life that I truly, fully desire, just at different points and turns in time in my life. And I think we settle for the breadcrumbs, like I said before, because we are not understanding how worthy we are and how enough that we really are. And we constantly replay these stories or stories that we have been handed or told about ourselves or our circumstances or our situations, or we just allow fear to hold us hostage from really living fully and being true to who and what we want to do. And so I just wanted to really let go of this quick message and just let you know, stop settling for breadcrumbs. If you are in a relationship, in a friendship that you no longer is happy with, or is no longer serving who you are, or that it hasn't been a healthy friendship, or you're not in a healthy relationship, then it's time to let that person go. It's time to move on and stop playing into the thoughts of society that if you over a certain age, somebody recently said something to me, which I'm very, type of person. I don't really take what people say personally. I don't let it get to me personally. I kind of let it roll off my back as I've gotten older, and I don't let what other people say define who I am, because I know who I am. I've done the inner work, and I'm constantly doing the inner work and evolving as well. And this person said something to me that, like, I don't want you to be an old maid, because they were talking, discussing dating and all that stuff. And I just laughed, and I told the person, you're more interested in my love life than I am. Meaning, I know who I am. I know what I desire and know what I want. And I'm far from being an old maid. And I just had to laugh at that person. And you might think, oh, how could they have the audacity to say that? For me, I didn't really care, because I am at a point in my life, another person's perception, words, or thoughts of me really don't matter if they don't really know me, really intimately know my thoughts and how I move. Even with family, my family is close to me, but they still don't intimately. I'm the only person that know everything that I think and how I operate and move in my life. So I just kind of was like, okay, if that, I let people create their own stories about me. As I've gotten older, I'm very confident in who I am. And so I let other people create their stories and their perceptions of what they think I should do or who I am. I let them create those stories, because it probably be more interesting than how I really am. And so I feel at peace with who I am. So I don't feel the need to validate myself to others. And that was something I just had to deal with, as years and years ago. And I'm still evolving through it. But I can truly say now at my life, and at this age and stage in my life, I don't feel the need to validate myself to other people. And so I let people run with it, whatever story that they want to make up about me, or what they think they know about me, and really have no clue of who I really am, because I'm a very low-key person, and I know who I am. I'm with myself 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I take the time to get to know myself. So with that said, getting back to not settling for breadcrumbs, sometimes we allow what people say, like that, what that person said to me. We will allow what people say sometimes to affect our journey of knowing that we are enough. Actually, we're more than enough. Actually, we're overqualified. I realize, like, different areas of my life, I don't feel like, oh, I'm over 40 and I'm single. Oh my God, I'm just, what happened? Where's the one for me? Where's he at? I'm searching for him. Am I not good enough? And I used to feel like that years ago. But I know I'm good enough. I'm actually overqualified, because I know what I bring to the table when it comes to love and friendships and just life. I know I bring a lot, and some people can't handle the 4-course meal that I am, and I'm okay with that. And there is no issue with that with me. However, I know I'm not going to settle for any type of love or any type of relationship. Dating is great. It is good to get to connect with a person and kind of see what that guy is about. But being over 40 and single, that's not a death sentence to me. I'm comfortable in being single. Doesn't mean I don't want to be in a loving relationship with an awesome man. But at this time, I'm single. I embrace it. And I don't feel like I have to chase after the man that's for me, And I think it's multiple people for one person, but it's about what you and that person come together as to compromise and tolerate with each other. This is a compromising thing. I don't believe that there's just one person out there in the world for me. I believe there's multiple men that would connect and complement my life, and I'm complimenting, and we're both adding to each other's life. So with that said, when you start really taking the time to get to know yourself, to dive deep, and to deal with those insecurities and those internal issues within yourself. And the more you continue to heal from your internal trauma and wounds and start building your self-confidence and self-love and self-worth for yourself, and know that God created you as a beautiful masterpiece, your whole mindset will change, and you will see how big the world really is, and you will see how many options you do have. And I'm going to end with this example. Years ago, I just think about it. I used to settle for the different guys that I was dating and being involved with. I would just settle for the version of the relationship that they gave me. I didn't know how to use my voice. I was scared to speak up. I felt like, well, will they really like the real me? Because I didn't know the real me, and I didn't take time to get to know the real me, which is okay. I have compassion for the person who I was in the past. However, as I was settling, I didn't really realize that those particular men were not for me, and that the relationship that they was giving me, I was settling for, but I didn't realize that there was so many better things and so many other options out there for me when it came to the different men. And, there are so many beautiful, nice looking, educated and men out there for me. And as I'm getting older and evolving and just still facing my relationship issues, learning to own up to some of the things that I contribute and the self-love and the self-worth that I didn't have for myself, and still kind of improving on that. It's a day-to-day work. And because I'm doing that, I realize how much I have shortchanged myself, and that I was settling for the breadcrumbs in the relationships, even in the friendships I have had. I was just settling for the breadcrumbs and not setting boundaries and not realizing like I am overqualified. I'm actually a extraordinary woman. And so I was settling for ordinary men, ordinary friendships. And now it's time for me to see all the options and all the things that I can choose and pick from, And I think sometimes as women, especially when it comes to dating, with love and relationships, we settle for that man to say, oh, I like you, or I'm interested in you, or we think he fine, or think he nice looking. And we just instantly settle for the first man that gives us attention. And instead of feeling like we have options too, we feel like, oh, he chose me. How about we learn to choose ourselves over and over again and realize that we don't have to choose. We don't have to respond or say yes to every man that chooses us either. And so with that said, I encourage you to stop settling for breadcrumbs. I hope this motivated you, empowered you in some way. And here at the Inspirational Corner, we always encourage you to live bold, live loud, and live authentically without apology. Until the next time, everyone, have a beautiful, blessed week.